National Football League. And with the drum beating, the crowd has begun its battle cry here at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Las Vegas Raiders and the Kansas City Chiefs. On visitor's sideline, a look at the Raiders head coach. His team in the middle of a good run, 4-2 over their last 6 games. Across from him, it's the head coach of these Chiefs. His guys come in off what he described as a strong week of practice, looking to put one in the win column in front of these home fans. Alongside Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico. The kicker has us set for the start. Off we go from Kansas City. So here come the Chiefs, and that means the 3-time Super Bowl MVP, twice the league MVP. Almost hard to believe, Greg, it's season 9 for Patrick Mahomes.
You watch the film from last week's game, and you come away saying, okay, he's probably one of their best players on the field, but you would never know it after meeting with him. He said, I don't even want to talk about my touchdowns. He said, there's just too many plays out there that I'm missing, and then, of course, the costly interception. So they didn't win. He's taking a lot of that responsibility onto himself, and frankly, that's the role of an NFL quarterback, whether you like it or not.
Left side in the hands of Rice. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike. Make every throw as contested as possible. No separation. Contact right at the catch point. And does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. He's got his tight end. It's Kelsey. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. To break the huddle, coming up now for 1st and 10. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
At the 29-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Following the play, we've got a Raider who is shaken up down there. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really smart play, especially considering how early it is in the game. If something's not there, don't force it. Just throw it away and play the next snap.
On 4th down, Super Bowl champ Harrison Butker now for the Chiefs. Officially, this will be a 43-yarder. Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs will take a 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
Here comes a return from the 3. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The Raiders offense set to take over for the first time. They're led out by a former star at Alabama. It's Jalen Milroe at quarterback.
Nothing real fancy when you look back on last week's game, Mike. I mean, he had the 2 touchdown passes, of course, the 1 interception he'd love to have back. But for the most part, I thought he was really efficient. I thought he did a nice job operating the system. And there's actually some more plays that he left out there. So I think he can build off a lot of that, try to improve in this one today.
Off the play fake, here's Milroe. Open man, that's Dante Thornton. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. Give him 14 on that play, one first down. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. They go play action now with Milroe. He'll get this off to Mostert. And he's back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain before stepping out of bounds.
Initially, a really good job by the quarterback. Once he got flushed from the pocket, I thought he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, looking for the big play. Not much there. Ultimately decides to check it down to the back and doesn't result in much.
And some good blocking, springing a gain of 9 as we get to 3rd down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
Following the play, we've got a Raider who is shaken up down there. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. They'll indeed go for it with Milroe. Gets that one complete to his tight end Bowers. It's a pickup of 12 as they wind up converting on 4th down. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Throwing is Milroe. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll go play action with Milroe. That is going to be intercepted by Trent McDuffie.
I think he chalked this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again. Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
The RPO, they'll get it to Brown. And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Throwing is Mahomes. He's got his man. He finds Worthy. 17 yards, the gain there. And the Chiefs have a 1st down.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
To throw is Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Give him 13 on that screenplay. And a 1st down.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here's a toss to Pacheco. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
We got to see a little taste of just the range this defense can play with. How well they can flow outside as this play gets stretched out. No problem for them not only to track the runner down, but stop him before he gets back to the line.
He'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. He'll get this ahead for about 3. Tyree Wilson, former 7th overall pick. They're on the tackle. Here's 3rd and 7. Now Mahomes. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
A handoff to Pacheco. And good red zone running here, taking it inside the 10-yard line. Pick up of 8.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. It's the Chiefs on top. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. The Chiefs have it here to start quarter number 2, and he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10. Important one here. Want to keep this drive moving. Got to pick up 3rd and 4. Here's Mahomes. He's got it at the 3. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Pacheco. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short. From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. Mahomes back to the goal line and in. Rashi Rice. Touchdown, Kansas City. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. The extra point by Butcher is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 10-0 lead. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. To return it, here's Raheem Mostert. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. The Raiders offense, quarterback Jalen Milroe making their way. Back out there, and he has been doing it through the air and on the ground this first month of the season. Currently leading the NFL in rush yards by a quarterback. Now Milroe on 1st down. He's going to run it, and he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. A gain of 14. Good for a quick 1st down.
Mike, the defensive line rush plan is critical when you're playing quarterbacks like this. You have to keep him contained in the pocket, because the second he gets out of the pocket, we can see what happens.
1st and 10 now from the 36. From the gun, it's Milroe. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Milroe. Throw right side is taken in by Beck. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45. Line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
So we heard about this budding connection all the way back in training camp in the summer. So it's nice to see those reps starting to translate on game day. And I think these two might have a really bright future together. And the more plays they make, the more we're going to see that confidence grow.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 10 yards for number 10 on that one, and it's 1st and 10. 1st and 10. To throw again is Milroe. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down. Milroe going to throw it again. That's into the hands of Fulton. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. The rookie from Alabama on target there. It is a first down.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Back's doing everything in his power to try to get that ball around the edge to the boundary, but just great pursuit there by this linebacker, staying with his angles, running through contact, and he makes the play behind the line.
He pulls it in around the 5. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. Out of the gun, it's Milroe. And he's in. Dante Thornton. Touchdown, Vegas. Daniel Carlson on to attempt the extra point. He's got it, and the Raiders are on the board. It's 10-7.
Raiders 7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. They had that field goal on the opening drive, the touchdown last time they had it. 2 drives, 2 scores, and here's drive 3. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
They go play action with Mahomes. That's over the middle and caught by Rice. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
At the 50-yard line.
Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Defense.
Here's first and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. This caught right side by Worthy. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 4
yards.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
That's into the hands of Worthy once again. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. Right back to the air for Mahomes. He'll find his receiver. That's Jalen Royal. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
2 minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. We'll return to Arrowhead after this. So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20. Off the play fake. Mahomes. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. from the shotgun. It's Mahomes. That's over the middle and intercepted. It's the linebacker, Jermaine Pratt. And the Raiders are going to take over here at their own 22. They go play action now with Milroe. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Open man is Thornton. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. That is 14 for the second time. Back-to-back 14-yard gains and a first down. Again, it's Milroe. He's going to air this one out. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
Second and 10. Throwing again, it's Milroe. Escaping to his left. He'll tuck it and take off. And a nice game there. He's out of bounds, and that will bring up third down.
That's a smart play. Second down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable third down.
They'll come up to third and 3. We're trying to run it here with Mostert. But he goes nowhere. Ball doesn't pan out. It's going to bring up fourth down.
So it's a pretty manageable third down, so they really have the option to run or pass. So they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use fourth down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
Fourth down, and here's Milroe. He connects with the open man. That's Myers. And he's going to have a Raiders first down as this defense can't come up with the play they need. They surrender a gain of 17 on fourth down. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. Now timeout Vegas. That is their second. As they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. They'll come up now for second down and 4. Now Milroe. And he'll take it on in. Brock Bowers. Touchdown Raiders. Carlson now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Raiders are on top. It's 14 to 10.
Chiefs 10.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense going to take over just before the half. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with first and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Got the Chiefs just going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop with 17 seconds to go in half number one.
You've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
That's over the middle and caught by Kelsey. Now KC going to use the second of their timeouts, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
At their 49-yard line.
They put Kelsey in motion. Mahomes looking to throw on second down. Now here's a timeout. They're going to take it with 8 seconds remaining until the break. Third and inches.
Third down.
To the air once more. It's Mahomes. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down. Now Mahomes. He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. And instead, we'll get right back to it as we'll get ready for the third quarter. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Raiders offense and quarterback Jalen Milroe making their way back out there. And he's been a real threat. Not just with the arm, but the wheels as well. The NFL's leader amongst quarterbacks in terms of rushing touchdowns. Off the play fake, here's Milroe. Rolling to the left. Off he goes. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield. He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18.
First down.
A run up the middle with Mostert. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
They'll go play action with Milroe. There's that man again. Another catch. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
And these are the throws that when they evaluate young quarterbacks coming out of college, they want to see you be able to make. Everyone worries about how far you can throw the ball. And while that's certainly important, to be able to make the throws from sideline to sideline, especially in those intermediate zones, drive the ball through space, because in this league, an open window is going to close in a hurry.
That is a gain of 15, and now it's first and goal. Here's Mostert. Down to the 4, it'll be second and goal.
He was brought down at the 4-yard line. A gain of 3 brings up second and goal.
Milroe. A look to the end zone, and it's broken up. Incomplete. There was no space, no separation that time. That's going to bring it to third and goal.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
Forced out wide. And that is incomplete. Dante Thornton was the intended target. And it'll be fourth and goal coming up. Carlson's kick. good. And the Raiders will open up a touchdown lead. It's now 17-10.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
The Chiefs offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. Find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with first down and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. A dive and a catch. Incredible. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Set to go now on first and 10.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10.
On the handoff, this is Pacheco. He looks forward for maybe a yard. And landing Roberts in there on the tackle. From the 43, here's second down and 9.
At the 43-yard line.
They'll send Worthy in motion. On second down, Mahomes. Looking middle, and he's got Brown. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the
First down throw, Mahomes. Right back to Brown. He's got it again. It'll take this down to the 6. That's good enough for first down, first and goal.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That is caught by the tight end. Travis Kelce. Touchdown Chiefs. His 4th TD grab of the season.
Look, Mike, I don't want to imply that they drew this play up specifically because this is when the league is celebrating National Tight Ends Day. But you got to admit, it's kind of fun seeing him score on this day in particular and join his fellow tight ends who've also scored throughout the league.
And Butker on for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Chiefs will come back to tie things at 17. So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get across the 20, broken down 23-yard line. The Raiders offense and Raheem Mostert heading onto the field. They'll do so with first and 10. On play action, Milrow exiting the pocket right. Now he takes off. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A big play there for the Raiders. 32 yards. No run straight ahead with Mostert. He's going to force his way for a yard or 2, but looks like this one's going to be coming back. They get the big tackle out of UCLA, Colton Miller there. Ready. No run out of the gun. This is Mostert. And that'll help a bit. They're still well short of the sticks. A solid pickup on that first down play.
This is one of those plays where you got to give them some love after. Let them know it was an outstanding run and all that. Because even though it was a good effort, it's hard not to feel disappointed, Mike, that they somehow weren't able to move the chains.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Milroe, and that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect. All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
And a nice gain there. He's out of bounds, and that will bring up 3rd down.
The key to a good quarterback scramble, Mike, is knowing when it's time to go from a thrower to a runner, and that's exactly what we saw here. Doesn't get the first down, but he's able to pick up some really positive yards and then get out of bounds.
Out to his right. Taking off. He'll try to get there.
You've got to keep all your options on the table on 3rd down, and that's exactly what this quarterback did. He's looking to throw it. Nothing there. He pulls it down himself, and he's able to convert for the first down.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. To the air, it's Milroe. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing is Milroe. Down to the 2-yard line, but they are in business. 1st and goal coming up.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and
that's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Trent McDuffie.
And in these tight games, especially in the second half, Mike, these are the big moments that somebody needs to step up and make a play, and that's exactly what he's able to do here. Great read, great reaction, steps in front of that ball and ends up going the other way.
And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Pacheco. He gets the 4th quarter going. Loose past the 35. Inside the 10. And he is gone. 98 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City. Butker's extra point is good. And the Chiefs will go up by 7. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Mostert now to return. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Raiders offense and quarterback Jalen Milroe making their way back out there. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Milroe now off the bootleg. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. That is George Karlaftis getting in there to the season. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Play action. It's Milroe. Finding his tight end there. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Milroe. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. He has been busy. 9 receptions on the game in that one. A 1st down. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Milroe. Going up top. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
So if this was an NBA game, Mike, we call that a heat check. He wasn't even open, but you know what? With the success that they've had all game so far, he's just saying, you know what? Everything we do is coming up right. I'm just going to give my guy a shot. And this time the defense had him covered, but expect him to continue to look his way. He's had a monster day.
He was looking for Jack Best that time, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Wells, another catch for his favorite target. And he's very close to a 1st down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Milroe. He's got his man. That's Best. And he's going to have the Raiders' 1st down. Well-designed play to pick up 16 and move the chains. Mostert. And he's going to get upended right at the line of scrimmage. And he's picked up and thrown down. Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Now it's Milroe. That's caught left side by Bowers. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They go play action now with Milroe. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. So they're going to have it at their own 20-yard line.
Intercepted. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. Open man downfield. It's Rice. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
So every team practices this on both sides of the ball. They call it sudden change. So in this case, the offense takes the field quickly following the defensive takeaway. And now you want to get off to a fast start, generate a quick play, and spark your possession. And it's exactly what they're able to do here, picking up that 1st down.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs 1st down. 1st and 10.
Off the play fake. Mahomes. That's over the middle and caught by Kelsey. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Going to return this from the 10. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Raiders offense quarterback Jalen Milroe making their way back out there. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go. And he's turned a number of those into big plays. He's going to take a shot down the field. Not quite to the end zone, but in great position out of bounds at the 3. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 62 yards. Now Milrow. That's going to be incomplete. They cannot hook up there. And that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Now, 2nd and goal. They'll drop to throw. To the goal line and in. Dante Thornton. Touchdown, Las Vegas. And his 2nd touchdown of the game. Numbers 11 and 12 on the season. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3 of field goals here in the 4th quarter. A 1-score game late, and you figure they got to have this one as they'll try an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
That was their last shot. They've got no timeouts left. Now the offense could just simply come take the field.
Oh, this one in the win column for the Chiefs. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. A chance to go for the season sweep on the road.